wizard is here. After we've learned what is Linux, time to actually install it. Don't worry, we will not format your whole computer. As you see, I'm running Windows right now. We're gonna install it in something called virtual machine. If you don't know what it is, it's pretty much a computer inside a computer. But for it to run properly, you need to enable virtualization in your BIOS/UEFI settings. How to check if it's enabled? You go to Task Manager. You can just hit on Windows Control Shift and Escape. Then choose Performance and CPU. Here you're gonna have this little piece called Virtualization. As you see here, for me it's enabled. If it's disabled for you, there are two options. If you're running Windows 10 or 11 Pro like me, you can go to Turn Windows Features on and off, and this will. Then you can just go there to virtualization platforms. I can show you. You go to Turn Windows Features on and off. You turn on Hyper-V and also Virtual Machine Platform and Windows Hypervisor Platform. This will allow you to run virtual machines smoothly. This will probably also require a reboot. But if you run Windows 10 or 11 home, you suddenly need to reboot your computer, go into UEFI settings, and there, enable virtualization. It's also a couple of clicks, just a bit longer. When you have this done, you can install yourself a hypervisor. I'll be running VMware. Sadly, from what I've checked, you can't really download it from the official website now, but SourceForge, which I'm gonna link in the description, works like a charm. Alright. To install the operating system, we need its ISO file. It's pretty much a file of a, how do I call this? It's a file of like a CD drive with all the files necessary for the installation. You can go to www.debian.org because in our course, we will be utilizing Debian. It's an amazing operating system, very customizable, and to a huge fan base. I'm also a big fan of Debian myself, so that's how I chose it. But you're gonna learn how to operate Linux. You can go to some more advanced, such as Arch or Gentoo, or stick to some more basic, like Ubuntu or Mint, but this gives you perfect fundamentals for using Linux. So yeah, when you visit the site, you just need to click this big download that you see in the down left corner. It's going to install you a ISO file on your drive, so then we can utilize it in our hypervisor. I have it downloaded right here. It's an older version, but still. So you go to your hypervisor, choose Create New Machine. I have it right here. And let's browse for ISO file. We're gonna choose this Debian here. Yes, it detects Debian version 2.x, 64 bits. Perfect. Then I will choose somewhere else. I will choose on my external disk called here. I'll just other Debian learn. We're gonna call it, I don't know, learn Linux. Sounds good to me. It requires 20 gigabytes of data, but I'm gonna give it 30 just in case, or even 40. Depends also how big of a drive you have. Also, make sure to split virtual disk into multiple files. It makes it easier to move the virtual machine on the computer, but may reduce performance with regular disks. We're not gonna use a very large one. And also, when you don't use a part of disk, so for example, if I will be utilizing only 20 gigabytes out of 40, it's not going to make some mess in my hard drive. Click next. It's all right. It looks good, but I'm gonna add something more. I'm gonna click customize hardware, and I'm gonna increase RAM to 4 gigabytes. I think it will be fine. Depends on how much you have. If you have just 8 gigabytes, you can stick or to 2. It's gonna be fine. But for machine to run more smoothly, I'm gonna stick to 4. You can always change it later. Close, finish, and yeah. Right now, our VM24 connection is going to take a while to launch, so I'm gonna meet you when it launches. Alright, as you see, it's right here. So let's maybe make it a full screen, and I hope I can switch my screen. No, I can't. So let's go here. We have graphical install or install normal. Let's choose graphical install. Control Alt lets you leave it. Leave the browsing. Let's put it this way. I'm gonna go back. Select the language. I'll go with English. United States can be the location. But actually, let's choose the location I'm actually in. Let's choose Poland. It will be in Europe. Here you can choose wherever you are, so it configures all the system locales. Poland. I'm gonna use the United States keyword. Why not? American English. Sounds good to me. That's gonna load some components. Let's wait a second. It loads. Detecting network hardware. Attempting IP segregation. Just let it slide. Debian will take care of everything it needs to. When it needs some input, it's just gonna tell us hostname. Let's just leave Debian. This is the single word that identifies the system network. This can be also changed. I'm going to show you how the next videos. Domain name, let's leave this nothing because we are not part of internet. Address to the right of your hostname or any organization. Root password. Here, remember this password because it's going to be very important for you. I'm gonna put there something like learn Linux 123. I can show password and clear. Learn Linux 123. Yes, I'm gonna put there learn Linux 123 as well. Continue. Full name for a new user. I just call it Wizardus. Call him however you want to. For the account as well. Password for the user. That's just the same one. Learn Linux 123. I'm gonna add a hash back here. Learn Linux 123 and hash here. Continue. Now we're gonna jump to partitioning our disks. There will be not too much work, I promise you. Let's choose the guided one. Yes, we have this one disk. Click on format. Now let's choose all files from our partition. This is recommended for the new users. Looks good. Here we have primary partition of this and some so-called swap. It's not about OS, so I recommend default is swap. And let's click on finish partition. Write changes. Yes, I want to write changes to the disk. And the system will now install. This will take a while. If something changes, I'm gonna get back to you. Alright, a new window popped out about configure package manager. We will only use the mirrors that are by default installed, so you don't need additional installation media. Just click here yes, just click here no, just type no and click continue. Configure package manager. Yeah, now you need to choose a mirror that's the closest to our network. I'm Poland, so I'm gonna choose Poland because this is where your Debian will take all the packages from. So if you will type in command to install packages, it's going to ask the following mirror for this package. So it's important for you to choose the one that's close to you if you can't find your country here. And Poland, so I'm going to choose Polish. Let's choose the first one. It's usually a good choice. Yeah. Proxy, we don't need to use a proxy to access the outside world. So let's just click continue. And everything's configuring. Now I'm gonna have a haircut. We have another window popped out. The system may anonymously supply the distribution developers with statistics about the most used packages on this system. Do you want to do it? I don't think we want to get spied on, so let's just choose no and continue. As you see, right now, mostly it's just reading the task, the text provided, and doing what you think is right. Here we're gonna install the desktop environment, so what will our Debian look like? Personally, I like GNOME the best. Cinnamon is the one used in Linux Mint, was developed for Linux Mint. Many people also like XFC on KDE, but I'm gonna stick to GNOME. You can install multiple ways like XFC. Let's install also maybe Cinnamon. Yeah, let's go Cinnamon. We don't need SH server or web server, we can install them later. I installed now Cinnamon and GNOME, so I'm going to also show you how to switch between two different into desktop environments. Continue, and this will be installing. So we're gonna have to wait for a while. I'm gonna see you when something changes. Cheers! Right now we need to configure this time manager. Here we can just take a different one. You see also most of the installing is just waiting for the system to do its magic. If you want to type in commands and do some more of a geeky hacker stuff, you should try out Arch Linux. Right now, we just wait. When we are installing our Debian in the VM, we run to this beautiful screen. It seems that this new installation is the only OS on this computer. If so, it should be safe to install group bootloader to load your primary drive. Yes, we need that because without bootloader, sorry, but we just cannot start the system. So yeah, install the bootloader, choose dev SDA, and yeah, it's installing. Right now, it just finishes the installation, removes all the files. So yeah, see you when it ends. And that is exactly what we wanted to see. Installation complete. It's complete, so it's time to boot into your new system. Make sure to remove the installation media, blah blah blah. Yeah, let's just click continue. Installing is done. Now VMware is going to restart our system. As you see, it starts up again. Use Debian Linux. Will start a while depending on how much RAM did you give to it. As you have these partitions, all the services are checking and starting. So here we just wait. We can enjoy what it looks like. And that is our login page. Can go here, type our password, which was learn Linux 123 hash, and click enter. What are we going to see here? Let's wait. As you see, this is your first Linux installation. They even greet us with this big welcome sign. Just click next because the language is alright. Typing as well. Great. Localization settings. Let's turn this off. It's a VM. On your accounts, you can, but we don't have to do it right now. All done. Let's start using it. About how it works, what it looks like. The only thing we can do is just turn on dark mode. I want to change the background to purple. Alright, so after we've chosen the dark mode, left to Linux. To enter this mode, I don't know if I've done, yeah, I told you. And yeah, that's really about it. See you in the next part where we're going to dive deeper into Linux file system.